With its exotic locales and fascinating characters, Dragonsphere makes it clear that Microprose is shooting to break the mold from which most fantasy games are cast. What's surprising, however, is just how successful they've been. Right from the outset, the game has a lot going for it. The interface is elegant, easy to use, and versatile. Using only the mouse, you can construct sentences from palettes of verbs and objects on the screen. Shortcuts using the right mouse button make it even more flexible. Fans of LucasArts' Scum games will feel right at home here. If you're the anal retentive type who needs to have complete control over a game, you won't be disappointed. Dragonsphere lets you control sound effects and music and set graphics display options all from the same pop-up menu. It even allows you to select one of 2 difficulty levels when beginning a new game, a feature I sure wish had been available in some other games I've played in the past. The saving and restoring of games is nifty indeed. Like many recent Microprose releases, not only can you save a game at any point, when you exit a game, you can quickly get back to where you left by selecting Resume Game from the main menu. This will usually work even when the game crashes. This is an idea that is long overdue. Bravo, Microprose! The content of the story is fresh and original. It's difficult to explain exactly why without giving away the fantastic plot twist. But suffice to say that if you manage to kill the game's big foozle, you've still got a long way to go. The races populating the land of Kalahak are also a breath of fresh air. Microprose has truly done gamers justice by avoiding the tiresome elves, dwarves, and small people not called hobbits for copyright reasons so common in computer adventure games. The designers of Dragonsphere have incorporated puzzles that challenge all parts of your brain. Many of them, particularly the first half, will really tax your gray matter. Even if you find some of them a piece of cake, there's a good chance that others will leave you stumped. The good news is, thanks to the puzzle's diversity, no 2 players will agree on which are the hard ones. If you get stuck, try inviting a few friends to play the game and you will quickly find your troubles have vanished. Dragonsphere's graphics employ palettes that tend toward dark hues with few bright primary colors. This, combined with the style in which the game is rendered, creates a grim and foreboding atmosphere, which further sets it apart from the traditional hero kill big foozle adventure games. While this sometimes falls short of the artist's intentions, resulting in garish or muddled effects, for the most part, the art is excellent. If you enjoy the looks of BloodNet, you'll like Dragonsphere. In the game, you control young King Kalish of the Kingdom of Kalahak. 20 years ago, Kalish, his father, and Nurtom, the king's wizard, defeated the evil wizard Sanwi, sealing his entire stronghold inside a magical force dome. At that time, Sanwi prophesied that he and Kalish would have their ultimate showdown 20 years later, and that time is rapidly approaching. Nurtom has created a device to monitor the state of Sanwi's imprisonment, a dragon homunculus sealed in a glass sphere, the Dragonsphere of the game's title. You begin in Grand Kalahak, the capital of the kingdom. You awaken in your own bed, knowing that the time has come to confront Sanwi. The Dragonsphere has begun to show signs of cracking, indicating that the evil sorcerer is stirring from his 20-year slumber. After a brief exploration of your castle, you're off. On exiting the castle's courtyard, you access a screen that lets you travel to 5 locations in the Kingdom of Kalahak. Except for Grand Kalahak, where you begin, each location has a series of puzzles to be solved. The individual lands can be tackled in any order, but some offer clues as to how you can get through others. This keeps the game from being too linear without being so freeform that it leaves you stranded. In the land of Bryn Fan, home of the fairies, you must pass through the forest maze to speak with their ruler, the Butterfly King. After quizzing you on your knowledge of the fairy perspective, he gives you an item and some information you'll need to defeat Sanwi. In the western part of the kingdom, you must survive traveling through the great desert to reach the land of the Soptus Ecliptus. There, the Caliph of the Soptus insists you play a game with him. Win enough games and he'll give you some items to help in your quest. In Slathan ni Patan, home to the shapeshifters, a wise old shifter will offer a few clues, and the Cave of Shifting Dreams a few insights into Kalish's future. The scenery, populated with shifters who have assumed a variety of forms, makes Slathan one of the creepier locations in the Dragonsphere. Finally, you must pass through the force field surrounding Sanwi's tower to defeat your nemesis. This is no mean feat, as there are numerous obstacles to reaching the tower, and then you've got to find him. Sanwi's tower alone should provide several hours of gameplay for all but the most talented adventurers. If I had 3 wishes, I'd wish for world peace, a Silicon Graphics workstation, and a really excellent adventure game. And if the genie handed me Dragonsphere, I'd consider that wish well fulfilled. It covers the basics well and does several things that make it far more interesting than the average game in its class. Now, if I only had that SGI, I could make do without world peace.